my race. Things ain't getting no better before it's too late. We gotta stick together, my race. Things ain't getting no better before it's too late. We gotta stick together. Lyrically, I'm Nitro. Through the mic I flow, hip-hop, poetic expression. A spoken word Smith & Wesson about to bust a few shots off in your cerebellum, using knowledge and wisdom as my ammunition without getting too intellectual, because I want everybody to comprehend this. Class is now in session. Hip-hop. The boogie down Bronx is the hip-hop as to what Jerusalem is to the Jews and the Christians. The same thing happened with all the world's major religions. Outside of its original foundation, people started cultivating their own interpretations, their generic imitations, perpetrating fraudulent doctrine. There is so much more to being hip-hop outside of MC and DJ and breakdancing and being a graffiti artist. When a hip-hop queen by the name of Latifah dropped a jewel, UNITY, I was in my late 20s and still a little boy in a grown man's body. I couldn't see no type of solution at the same time of being a part of the problem. The dynamic that solidified the structure of a group of people to classify them as a community is non-existent with black people. UNITY spells nothing. The majority of businesses in our neighborhoods are predominantly owned and operated by people of Asian descent. If you go to an Asian community, I bet you will not find a black-owned and operated business. This is nothing new, but what black people fail to realize is that these people do not spend their money with us. This is not about being prejudiced. This is about opening up your eyes. Money comes in and goes right back out, making black neighborhoods filtering systems for the economy, keeping blacks stagnant from prospering within their own house. The civil rights movements of the 60s are our last glory days of unity. Black men and black women died for social equality so we can become what we are today. Thugs, drug addicts, and gangsters. White supremacists are now sitting back laughing at us. If they could have foreseen what is going on today with my people, they would have been handed us our civil rights on a silver platter, and there would have been no need for a march on Washington. Granted, we have made monumental achievements in sports, business, politics, and academics, but somewhere in the mix we grew apart and became self-righteous. Be with us or stay with them. At one time, when there was unity in the black community, you had doctors, lawyers, bankers, teachers, firemen, and policemen, all living in the same neighborhood. You had block parties throughout the summer. Everybody knew everybody. We was all one big family with a sense of culture and African pride. It was all good. Then a dark day came when blacks wanted to be like and have everything the white man has, never realizing the detrimental effect it will have on their community overall. Is real sad. Once all the professionals decided they wanted greener pastures and moved on, they let the youth defend for themselves with the role models of hustlers, pimps, and hoes. Now everybody's stuck on stupid as to what happened and what can be done to solve it. Raise your hands up for hip-hop. The four elements represent the art, the state of mind and lifestyle represents the culture. The proliferation of drugs in black neighborhoods is an atrocity. If the DEA can't stop the mass traffic of cocaine and marijuana, what makes you think national security can stop the infiltration of explosive or chemical agents, huh? I don't know the statistics or ratios, but the percentage of black men behind bars is astronomical. The concept of divide and conquer is being perfected in the prison system. Forget about what you see on television. Them days are over. On the streets we kill us, but in jail we become cold. You know the word. I love my peoples, but I don't like my peoples at the same time. Everybody despises the crackhead. Well, I'm a crackhead, and I'm still trying to figure out why God chose me to open up your eyes. We are targeted from so many different angles by corporate America because we feel security in expensive merchandise. We go way beyond our means for material gains, even if it means killing each other. For a lousy pair of sneakers, we'll take a life. I breeze through a jet or ebony, and it's a beautiful thing to see and read what blacks have achieved. But in the grand scheme of things, as a nation or race of people, we are socially oppressed systematically, but you don't hear me. Or maybe you do hear me, but you are content with the way things are, because as long as your families are out of the war zone, you'll keep your focus on policing black people using the N-word, or white radio show hosts calling young black women nappy-headed hoes. What a fiasco. Yes, it was wrong, but the whole country didn't have to know about it. I straight would have been like your dick-eating mother pussy and moved on, but I understand your love for the cameras. In comparison to other races and cultures, the black race has contributed the most to the growth of this nation, but has benefited the least. Everything we get, we gotta work twice as hard to get it. I dedicate this piece to the founding fathers of hip-hop. Rahul Bate, New York City. My race. Things ain't getting no better before it's too late. We gotta stick together. My race